Yes, you're playing basketball for something. Everyone you meet on the road, when they pitch side, you ask anyone, why are you playing basketball? They'll definitely tell you, it's because of a purpose. I have this certain purpose. So what is this purpose that you guys are targeting?
Okay. Actually, our purpose is to basically empower the youth. First things first, to empower the youth.
Yeah.
And apart from empowering the youth, we also focus on establishing a career for the youth. Unlike other sports whereby we find some youth, they just play the sport just for fun.
Right.
We are focusing on making the basketball game as a sport whereby a person can focus on it as a career in the near future to earn a living. Okay. And apart from that, the basketball game is a way of connecting with other people.
Right.
Like for instance, most of the basketball players are usually sourced from western part of Africa countries. But now we are trying to bring a new mentality to the Eastern Africa, whereby the players and the NBA organizations and any corporation can come to Eastern Africa, specifically Kenya, and see there's talent where they can tap it.
So NBA basketball and Mayoyo Mingi and being looked at as a cool kid affair and all that, and now you're here to change this whole narrative and tell them, yeah, it's true, it's indeed a good sport, but then again we're looking at it in a whole different way. So what got you thinking about this as as a group, or maybe as an initiative that would come in to transform the society and transform the lives of very many kids out there, and why basketball and not any other sport?
Yeah, thank you for that. First of all, I'll take this opportunity as Ball Life to congratulate our Kenyan players who are in Mali right now and are doing us proud. They're playing finals.
Yes.
Shout out to the Morans.
Shout out to them, you're right.
Yeah, so as basketball, as Ball Life, what we're trying to do differently is we want to empower youths and source different talents across the, we can start from Kenya, then we'll go towards East Africa and the rest of Africa. And we're trying to spot those talents from everywhere in the country so that they might get this opportunity to play and showcase what they have, so that they might learn life skills, they might get better education somewhere, because there's always someone watching somewhere.
All right, so what are the ways that you've put aboard to reach out to these kids? How do you get to them and, whatever it is that they are? Because then equally it's something that would require a lot of funding, and equally, that aspect of convincing power to convince these people and win their confidence.
We have camps that are ongoing as we speak. So usually we have this like camps for kids for the ages from 18 or below and to 18 that come to Irish International, and we just train, show them the aspect of having, you're just self-driven to become something better. You don't have to sulk about some things, because basketball, it's a fun sport.
Right.
And also teaching them life skills, because basketball is a sport of discipline. If you don't have discipline, you really can't have that mentality to play basketball. You have to have mental discipline, physical discipline, and on-the-court discipline, so that you can just bring it out better.
So where do you do this? And how like is it on a daily basis, or what exactly is the program?
We have specific months with specific events.
Okay.
Okay, like currently, this month actually, we have our Sub-Zero tournament, which will be on 27th and 28th of this month, which is just Saturday and Sunday. Yeah, and we are focusing on organizing tournaments, in-school training, and basketball camps. Also, a way of attracting the youth in the basketball sport is through friendlies, whereby you organize friendlies. People just come and see how you play the game, the discipline you have, and everything. That will create the mentality that this is not just a sport, but a unique sport in a way that can be used empower people.
So what is the technique that you use? Because I'll tell you this for free. Parents, go to them. That's why sometimes when I go party, you know, like mom should not be seeing some of these things that you do. They'll tell you for free, imparting discipline and, you know, skills is not an easy thing. Go to schools. The teachers will equally tell you it's not an easy thing. That's why they always say ours is to teach your children CRE, chemistry, biology. Parents, kindly focus on having time with your children. Just impart these skills, impart this discipline in them. So how easy is it for you guys, and what are these, you know, specific things and enticing things that you're using to transform the lives of these youths, and, you know, just tell them that, you know what, there's something that can be better, you know, on the other side. Discipline is way better, and, you know, you don't really have to be tight on yourself for you to be a disciplined person.
Thank you for that question. Actually, we try to stress basketball is just a means to the end. And at the end of the day, we want someone to be a better person. Yeah, a better person around other people.
Yeah.
So, and youths really, especially the young children, they really like to copy what other people do,
Right.
in terms of what they really like. So we chose basketball in this way. Young people growing up, they really look to, they really look up to those stars. Yeah. So any behavior that they see there, they'll replicate for themselves. And we, as the local players around here, who we have a lot of people who are looking up to us, we try to express ourselves in the best example that we can, so that these guys can emulate us. And at the camps, we don't just teach them to be good basketball players. We want them to be better human beings. Yeah, and that's the best thing.
That's amazing.
Yeah.
Notably, anyone would tell you they experience a lot of challenges, especially when you look at the sports arena in our very own countries. Sportsmen and women will tell you they go through a lot of challenges, you know, and especially when it's a sport that is not probably considered as I don't want to call the bread winning sport of the country, because most of the time you'd probably look at football, that look at athletics, and sort of forget some of these others that could be very crucial. And like you said, East Africa itself has not so much so embraced that. So what kind of support are you getting from different sectors towards ensuring that indeed it's an easy ride for you people to proceed with this initiative that you have?
Okay, right now we are voluntary. Like, we came together as people who love basketball, the passion for the game, came together and said, you know what, let's contribute to this factor that all of us have this drive to, you know, like, let's see where this will take us. Because we know right now, kids maybe are just at home.
Yeah.
And maybe they have that passion to play, but they don't know what to do next.
Right.
So we came together and said, you know what, let's fund this as people, as just normal people, local people. Let's have a contribution, like just come together, contribute, and see how it goes.
The notable challenges that you experience, maybe from the time of inception all the way, if at all you started with the whole program.
Yeah, okay. Actually, there are some couple of challenges, ups and downs, like any organization has, has some challenges. So, like having your own basketball court, that's one major challenge.
Right.
Yeah. So when you want to train the kids and do the tournament, you find that it can be very expensive to hire a basketball court to do that. And you can find some institutions are not that very willing and supportive to that. So that's one challenge. And another challenge is about the funding, actually. So currently it's about currently it's on voluntary basis.
Right.
Yeah, and we are welcoming any funding from outside, actually, to help us generate some revenue for our activities as BallLife Africa. And we can do this through doing a couple of events, actually, like galas. Also, some sponsorship packages can help us to generate the revenue. So those are the two major challenges currently.
So what types of, just picking up from that, what types of partnerships are you trying to build as an organization as it stands today? And also just how best do you win the confidence of these kids? It's okay. It's not about, you know, if a kid would tell you confidently, if it's about discipline, I can always get it from somewhere else, and from home, from school, so why should I put myself? And you know, sometimes sports activities pay a lot nowadays. So this kid would be looking at you, you know, as that bridge from this point of life to that point of life where they're going to make a lot of money. So how do you just get to tell them that there's more than meets the eye, there's more than just going out there and making money?
Actually, like what I said before, you see, when a kid wants to aspire to make a living out of basketball, those guys hiring you for that basketball jobs, even around and even overseas, it's much more than the skill that you provide. They want to see how good of a human being you are, so that those resources that you'll be entrusted with, are you going to help your society become better? So actually, in professional teams, you'll find a lot of players who are so good, but they don't make professional teams. Why? Because they're not good, like their interpersonal skills are not good. So actually, they usually see that. If you see, like in the NBA and those established leagues, they have media days and interviews, so that they see how you express yourself and how you good at communicating to people, helping guys who think cannot help you. How good of a person you are. It's the most important thing. And if you cater that, you'll be a better basketball player.
All right, that's amazing. Speaking of professionalism, what is the criteria of getting these kids, these youths, or anyone part of the team on board, and what is the binding factor? Because some of the people will tell you, yes, we get them and we ensure that we have a contract with them just to nurture them and grow them up to this point. Who knows? Maybe there's a team somewhere that would want this particular kid. So who then is to benefit, and how best do you get to benefit? Is it just about giving back to the society, or there's a way that you would love and you are willing to go move forward and actually benefit?
We are looking forward to just seeing the youth as per se come to a better stature of, like, you know, because sports, okay, basketball literally is not, as you said, not the right word, breadwinner, but the current leagues that we have, the kids need to see that basketball is something more. You need to grow. It helps you grow in a way that, you know, like he said, the human aspect of, you know, just being a better person in life. So if you put an account, we want to see these kids become something in life, not just staying at home, playing Fortnite, all those games, and just going outside and having an aspect of the outside world is better. So we can have this communication with other people and create connections, just to come back, build more courts, have events that will generate so much to Africa, so that people will know that Africa has something to offer.
All right.